Hello, it's Anna Jyoti, School of Fine Tuning, but I also own a company called Body and Soul Training. And I wanted to share with you a bit about body and soul training and my intention for body and soul training. Just a little background about body and soul training is that I've worked in partnership with them for 10 years and they sold their company to me in December. So I am now the owner of Body and Soul Training, and it gives a possibility for therapists to train as teachers to open up their own schools, like I did at the School of Fine Tuning. So with Body and Soul Training, as it was, they have different schools, so different practitioners, different trainers all over the country. So I am looking to recruit a team and a community of superb trainers. And so there's a few tiers, and you'll see I'll leave a link to Body and Soul website and also the School of Fine Tuning website, because there's a couple of tiers and ways in which you can do this. If you're an existing fully qualified practitioner of complementary therapy, you just need to do the teacher training program. It's called an AET. It's a level 3 award in educational training, and that gives you the possibility and ability and qualifications to teach CPD and other courses. With the level 3 courses, I will IV them. We'll go through those sort of details, but you can mark them and then I will IV or IQA, which is an internal quality assurance process to make sure that your marking was good. That's detail. What I'm inviting you to be part of is a collective of amazing tutors and amazing practitioners and tutors that are delivering courses. And then the way it's gone for me is that my teaching took over. And so although I still do a few treatments, I really moved into training completely. That probably was about 3 or 4 years ago. I've been I've been teaching for 14 years. And I would say about 4 years ago, my teaching took over. So that's what's possible if that's a thought for you. The other thing is that you may want to just teach one thing, and that's fine. You don't have to teach everything, but you'll need the AET. The other thing is that you may have no qualifications whatsoever, but just fancy this as a new business opportunity, in which case I can support you and take you through the year program. And the year program, if I can get this right off the top of my head, but the year program teaches you, it does the AET, which is the award in educational training, plus you do level 3 anatomy and physiology, massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, hot stone and Indian head. That is right. And I teach you through that through a whole year, and I would say that I would estimate that in a year to 18 months you could be ready to go and ready to teach those modalities. A lot of the anatomy and physiology is taught online, so you wouldn't necessarily have to teach that. Or I could teach anatomy and physiology, but the A&P can be done home study and home learning, so you wouldn't have to teach that. And you wouldn't have to teach anything that you didn't feel comfortable, but it gives you that foundation, with a really good foundation, I promise you that. And then you can add on with anything else, and that's additional training with me, with all the additional modalities that you can pick up, so you can do that as well. And then you might already be a tutor, and you might already be qualified, and you might have 7307 or the Petals or the AET, and you'd like to join the Body and Soul Training collective of amazing women and men that deliver these courses. So the idea is that you set up your own school, and we have to talk about what's required for that. And then you work in partnership with me at Body and Soul, using the manuals and using our accreditation, and I provide the certification once the course is complete. And then there's a financial investment split, which is really in your favour, let me tell you. I've worked this out so that it's a huge incentive for you to do this, because it's a really good payment opportunity in business. So I'm just going to put that out there. And yeah, I just want to grow a really cool team and give you that opportunity. So if you're interested in teacher training, that's something that I offer. It's 2 days in the classroom, but at the moment it's on Zoom. It's a sort of enough Zoom for me to get you up and running, and enough continual support on Zoom. Or in the classroom. I think once we're allowed to maybe return to the classroom, but at a distance, I'll be able to teach that because my room's big enough to accommodate that with observations of what's required for health and safety going forward. And then there's task work. So there's around 10 modules. There's short essays, there's scenarios, there's situations. There's a couple of amazing books that go with it that will give you all that answer, all that information, sorry. And of course, for me to teach you, I really want to teach you and share with you some of the goals that I've learned over the years of teaching. So to sort of give you the first hand, rather than it just being an online no contact situation. I really wanted to share with you my experiences and help you through the course, so support you through the course. And at the end, there's an assessment of a micro teaching where you do a half-hour teaching, where I observe you teaching, and then you're good to go. It's really straightforward. There's no time limit on it, but if you're part of the year programme, we try and put a bit of a limit on it, although I would say a year to 18 months is what I would like to complete. But if you're a fully qualified therapist, you want to do the AET, I would say, well, it just depends. But at the moment, you've got a really good opportunity to do that. Now, it's £395 just for the AET. And the year programme, off the top of my head, was about 2,000 and something. Sorry, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll put a link, but it's about 2,000 something. And that gives you all those qualifications and my mentoring. So a very interesting opportunity to think about. And if you want any more information, please get in touch. You can, with this AET, it's a national qualification, by the way. So if you've got your, a workshop that you'd like to run, you can offer CPD points with that qualification. So I invite you to work for Body and Soul Training, but it is a standalone, nationally recognised level 3 qualification. It's not exclusive to Body and Soul. It's recognised in other places. You can't teach, I think you can get into further education like FE colleges with it, but then you do have to do the full Cert Ed or PGCE if you want to teach in further education. So it's a really good stepping stone, but for the private, smaller colleges, an AET is perfect. And for me, I invite you to join my team. I can promise you an amazing relationship and support and everything else that you could possibly want to set up a career in teaching. Okay, drop me a line if there's anything that you need to know. You can contact me at the School of Fine Tuning on all socials. You can email me. It's anna@theschooloffinetuning.com, and also there's direct messaging here on YouTube as well. So I thank you for your time, and I hope that interests you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Lots of love. And by the way, I'm looking to recruit all over the country. Yeah, a lot of the focus is in and around London, because that's the origin of Body and Soul, was in and around London counties, but I definitely want to move and spread our wings. So I look forward to hearing from you. Much love.